Alright, so today so today Road of Unification started. I already did all the stages in here because it's a very uneventful thing. I'm gonna be so honest with you, it's very uneventful. As of right now. Something I didn't realize before today is that I have to wait 4 weeks in order to actually get the plat ticket because I need to actually clear all the missions. And so that's gonna be hard. Especially since I don't. Never mind. I don't think any of these missions count under it. But still, I have to. I have to wait for 1 through 4 and all that to. I have to wait for everything to actually come out, which will take a couple weeks. So unfortunately, no platinum ticket, but I do have some rare tickets. But this isn't all I'm doing today. But I will go ahead and open these just to see what do I get. Maybe I'll get Housewife. I would love to get Housewife. Free cat's eyes. What do you mean by free cat's eyes? Oh, from doing the cyclones? Yeah, I could do those. But that's not what I'm doing today. I'm not doing anything to do with the unification stuff. That's not what I'm doing today. There's actual stages I can beat. Or I can try to beat at least. I don't think I'll get any Ubers. I don't think so. And I'm not going to do the 11 draw. I'm not doing the 11 draw. Not wasting that on a non-guarantee. Never again. But I am using my rare tickets. I don't think I'm going to get anything, but I'm using them. One last rare ticket. Nothing. I'm going to sell that for NP, actually. I know this is a hot take, but... Oh, wait, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Why not? This might be a hot take, but Surfer is... for NP. After... Nah, you know what? No. Like, I mean... This is definitely a hot take, but I think that Surfer's worth the NP more than a level. That's straight up how I think of Surfer, because Surfer is mainly good for procs. Yeah, they can be a generalist, like, mid-ranger, but they're a very low mid-ranger. They only have 270 range, and... Well, I mean, it's not like they have massive damage or anything like Pizza does. They have freeze against aliens, and that's what I'm going to use them for. I don't need area attackers. Like, that's a very generic niche to be a mid-ranged area attacker. So, if I need one of those, I'm just not going to use Seafarer. So, I'd rather get NP from Surfer. Sorry. I know a lot of people will hate me for that. But I never use Surfer outside of aliens. Almost never use Surfer outside of aliens, and when I'm using them against aliens, it's not for damage. You only use it for free. Same here. Some people have actually criticized me for saying that Surfer is for selling NP. Like if you after the first time you get it, I sell it for NP for the most part. But yeah, so I do have a couple of stages I wanted to do. I think I can try Little Fish, but that's not what I'm planning on doing. So there's the Greatest Diablo, there's the Second Dimension, and there's King Wawa's Revenge. These 3 stages are stages that I can potentially beat. And the reason why I only say 3 is because I've already done the first one here. So I think I can beat that. I think I can beat Second Dimension. I know I can beat Second Dimension. Not easily. Because I'm pretty sure it's balanced around Cats of the Cosmos 3 treasures. If not, then this might be much easier than I think it will be. But King Wawa's Revenge is one that I don't... I think I'll struggle a lot more on King Wawa's Revenge than any of the others. But I'm going to do Second Dimension first. Simply because I think it'll be the easiest. Because all I have to do is spam erasers. Call your friend fat, please. Depends. Why are they fat? Why are they fat? That's all I'm going to ask. Why do you say they're fat? I don't have any Ubers for this. Is this Cyclone floating? Or is it just Alien? I think it's just Alien. You get the plus levels for extra DPS and HP since you just threw an Alien attack orb on there. Scarlet and Violet Penny's theme. It's crazy that you have that memorized. But I agree that Seafarer has good DPS and HP. But I'd rather the NP. I'd rather the NP because... Like, I'm not saying don't boost them to level 40 or 45. I'm saying don't give him plus levels. Because, I mean, he's really not... I'd rather NP than give him a little bit of a boost with plus levels whenever I can just give him cat's eyes. Because NP is just that valuable to me. It's funny, we insult each other? Okay, fair enough, your friend's fat. Speaking of Seafarer, though, I think I'm actually going to be using him here. Metal probably isn't good here, but Cat Jobs... I think Cat Jobs works here, right? How much range does Super Cosmo Cyclone have? Is that what its name is? I don't know, but whatever its name is. I don't know how much range it has. Doesn't it almost have like an Omni as well? I don't know. It's been such a long time since I fought this bitch. And my Macho Legs is not strong enough to deal with it, so I'm not using Macho Legs. I think I'll go ahead and bring Psycho Cat. I don't have Psycho... Do I have the cat for it? Yeah. You know, I'm not even gonna bother with it. You think into future 1 to 3 your anti-alien can be so limited and weak that plus levels on Fair can be worth, but after that death... How long do you think you're gonna be stuck in Into the Future Chapter 3? Getting 1 or 2 plus levels isn't doing shit. By the time you have Seafarer, by the time you're beating Into the Future Chapter 3, you're probably not gonna have any more than 5 plus levels on Seafarer, so what's the point? You might as well just go ahead and start adding to your NP grind. You're stuck on 3 for a good bit due to treasure grinding? Well, that's just your fault for taking your sweet, sweet time. But, like, he's also a super rare. Don't forget, he's a super rare. So, like, you're not going to be getting very many of them. And, like, you're very lucky if you get multiple of them by the time, like, you're very lucky if you get even just 5 of them by the time you're done with Into the Future Chapter 3. And by that point, like, his usage lowers by a huge amount. Like, not to say he's not getting Cats of the Cosmos, but by that time you can just give him Cat's Eyes, I think. If you really need him to be boosted. I'm really trying to think of a good loadout. Who do I replace Bahamut with? Just a general damager, I guess? Here, Tengu, here you go. He hit some spotlight. You're super rare in rarity and super fucking rare in how often you get them. I almost never get them. So, like, you know, that's kind of the same with all super rares, except, I mean, Can is like the only super rare that I can 100% say give a plus level. All the others, I can justify being like, oh, you know, like, it's probably more worth the NP just because you're not using them that much. I mean, Housewife, kind of, but not as much as Can. And Cyberpunk is a definite NP. I hope nobody argues against that. Cyberpunk is a definite NP sell. Okay, so if I'm not wrong... Okay. It seems like this might be easier than I figured. Because as long as... I should have used more meat shields. That's what I should have done. I should have used more meat shields. Like, nothing's going to die? Okay, well... Okay. Is this balanced around COTC too? Hello, Akiro. You're looking at your new super rare plus levels? Not new. Why did I say new? Your super rare plus levels since you got most of them when you didn't know what to exchange in P4. You get 20 plus levels on Juliet? That's crazy. I almost never even get Juliet. So Seafarer can't outrange. That's something that I'm learning here. Seafarer cannot outrange. All that NP gone? Yeah, unfortunate. Nothing's dying. Is this balanced around COTC 1, not even 2? Like, this seems way too fucking easy. It seems way too easy. Yeah, it does no damage. Nothing's dying. Alright, something died. A singular thing died. I think I overestimated how difficult this would be. I figured it was balanced around COTC 3, but... No. You did this today because you forgot to on your main and it was so fucking easy? I don't even have Cats of the Cosmos 3 treasures, for the most part. I think I have, like, the first anti-Starred Alien treasure on there. That's it. Okay, things are finally dying. I should probably keep spawning stuff now. He hits like a wet fish that compared to other wet fishes hits like a wet fish. Fair. Even the next stage, yeah, I can probably do all these Super Cosmo Cyclone stages. I can probably do all of them. I just didn't realize just how easy it would be. Volta carried the stage for me. I feel like that was an unnecessary carry, but a carry nonetheless. Final stage is harder due to the mini alien cyclones in Master A. I have Cosmo. I do have Cosmo. I haven't cleared COTC 3 on this. This isn't my main. This is my new. This is my new account, hence why I don't have Psycho Cat True Form. And why I have Eyewaltz. I don't have Eyewaltz on my main. Mashay made a video an hour ago about the BC Reddit roasting him. Damn, really? You know, I forget that he actually does Reddit stuff. I forget that, like, he kind of did Reddit stuff before I did. I don't know what I mean by kinda. He definitely did. Does this give anything good? Who do you give? Volley? Who the fuck is Volley? Daddy Juvens. Fair? I know we're going to react. No, I'm not reacting to Matt Shea. I feel like if I react to too big of content creators, then it's just going to bring so much attention to me that I don't really want. Like, I don't want to get attention specifically from reacting to bigger people. I don't want that. Oh, that's Curry? Fuck. It's an easy stage to beat, but at the same time, I don't want to put in the time to beat it again. Fuck it. I probably should have said, it's Friday. What do I care? If I end up beating Wawa, it doesn't matter. So what's this? Normal and special? Oh shit, this is just gonna take a long-ass time. It's not gonna be hard, it's just gonna take a long time. Interesting. By the way, remember how somebody was telling me like, oh, this is copyrightable, you can't play this on stream or whatever? I didn't have any problem with it. I posted it on YouTube, not a problem. I haven't had any problems, so either I'm too small for people to care, or people just don't care. Or I was just completely right whenever I said, simply, since it's a video game song, it's better for the creator of the song to just not copyright it, or do anything about it on YouTube at least. So, because it is a video game song, they want to advertise their game with YouTube, so therefore, they're not going to want to punish you for posting content about it. So, Megalovania, yeah, somebody was saying that any Undertale song would get copyrighted or something. It isn't the third dimension, the stage is still in 2D. True, 3D Battle Cats, we've seen 3D Battle Cats, right chat? Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, aka Battle Cats 3. 3D, sorry. Cat God, Little Macho, and Urs fucking washes the stage. I feel like something tells me this stage gets washed anyways. But at the same time, Cat God is a good point. I'm gonna use Cat God instead of Valkyrie, because fuck Valkyrie. Nah, I'll use him instead of Urarun. Well, instead of Mina. I'm gonna use a speed up, by the way. Wait, Cat God's just gonna make Bahamut miss. Technically, it is third dimension, not 3-dimension. Why is Baha first form? Not like there's anything wrong with it. I just think it's funny. Gonna be so honest with you, I just think it's funny. Yeah, the whole missing fast meat shields is a good point. I don't know why I chose to bring in Heavy Cat CAT. It's not like I'm going to have the money for it. You know, I'm beginning to think that maybe it's a bad idea for me to be trying this. I don't have a big enough eraser stack yet. Eraser? Ah, shit, this is bad. How? I'm kind of confused. How are you supposed to beat this? Am I supposed to have, like, little tank? Vomit before racism. Am I supposed to have like little tank or something? I don't remember how I beat this before. Obviously, having COTC 3 treasures would also help. You spam Little Macho and Firefly? I don't exactly have Firefly. And I also don't have Little Mohawk. I have Little Macho, but Little Macho alone isn't going to do any more than Mohawk. So, like, unless I just do another layer of meat shielding? Got here a little late. That's alright. Maybe I just needed more meat shields. Maybe that's all I needed. Why do you have a golden thing next to your name? Because you did a clip. You made a clip and people watched it, so... Oh, you meant macho legs. Okay. Oh, little macho legs. I see. Knockback. Yeah, I see it. I see. I don't think I have talented, so... I'm gonna try this without a speed up to not waste speed ups, but I'll try it. So what? The plan is to just perma knockback? You liked making that clip, you lost it on that moment in the stream? Yeah, fair enough. I'm just that funny. I know. Gee, thanks. Pretty sure I saw already, but you linked the Lucas Raid video because your lazy ass didn't wanna? True. I did see that. I did, in fact, see that. Gee, thanks. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about, like, like, it feels weird to be like, subscribe and like subscribe to my channel and like the video and leave a comment saying blah, blah. Like, it feels weird. Like, it's almost too shameless of a promo. I don't like it. I don't like doing it. Nothing's dying. Almost as if macho legs isn't that great. Interesting. I have a lot of meat shields going, but I don't know how much it'll do for me. Cat God's dead, almost as if I left him at level 1. Oh, maybe that. Maybe I should level up Cat God. Maybe that's what I should do. Just maybe a level 1 Cat Jobs is a problem. Maybe a level 1 Cat Jobs is the problem. Will you post BTD vids on your second channel? I already did. That was posted an hour ago. It might need treasures? Yeah, probably. I don't think my normally erasers are strong enough to handle it, unfortunately. No, I didn't. I knew it was gonna be harder than it could be. Like, I've barely done... I've not done COTC 3. So, I knew it was gonna be, like, not easy. Well, I figured it wouldn't be easy, but the first stage was kind of easy, but that's just because Manic Eraser is that good. Honestly, I don't think the Star Pang is what killed me. I think it was just straight up, I don't have damage. I think the main problem of not having treasures isn't necessarily the... It's not necessarily the fact that the Cyclone does a lot of damage, because it doesn't deal a lot of damage at all. It's the fact that the Cyclone has a lot of health that I cannot overpower with only normal and special. Alright, so now time for the other 2 stages that I wanted to do. Or one of the other 2 stages. Come on, stop clicking the wrong thing. The boss is always the Star Ping. True. Let's see if I can beat this stage. You'd finish the story chapters before doing event stages in SOL? I mean, I just don't want to do COTC 3. Is Vol even good? True form is Curry. Have you never heard of Curry before? Curry is like one of the best anti-metal that you can get that isn't a gacha unit. Because it slows and crits with LD. So it's really nice for metals. Because it also has standing range, unlike most anti-metals. If you hit a bottleneck somewhere, you'll do something else until you hit another bottleneck. I don't know what you mean by bottleneck. then you get around the easiest bottleneck and keep going. I think you're using the term bottleneck wrong. You haven't used them, honestly? I mean, fair enough, but, like, they're good. Rank up challenge made you hate start paying before you beat COTC? Well, no shit, because you're doing it before COTC. I think roadblock is definitely more accurate of a term than bottleneck. You still find it funny how your first legend true form was Mecha Bun Bun? I think mine was Urarun, just because everybody talked about how Urarun was the best legend or whatever. I wish I would have done Mina first, because Mina's LD is actually valuable in her true form. Yeah, Urarun is probably the best legend, but Mina gets a huge buff, and having an LDer like that is really nice. Urarun's already good. The definition can mean a situation that causes delay in a process. I think a roadblock is just... I don't know, calling something a bottleneck just doesn't sound right. I think roadblock is better. In a more used term. Meza, what do you mean, does it change between second and third form? Who are we talking about? What am I doing? Oh, right. Okay, I need Aku. Should I? I don't have anything immune to Surge, do I? I don't think that's really necessary, though. I'm gonna try bring this. Talking about Mina's LD, so... no, it's not her LD specifically that changes, but it's her damage. Here, let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. So let's talk about Mina. So Mina's true form, the LD. Oh, the LD does change. It does increase. It is real. It does get much better, but it's not the LD that's the main difference between her evolved form and her true form. It's her DPS. She doubles her DPS with her true form. So it's very nice. The weaken against Relic is kind of meh because it's not even 50%. It's 50% uptime for 50% chance. So it's kind of like it's there, but it's not gonna be the reason why you use her. It's gonna be mainly the 3k DPS LD with this big of an LD and this much standing range. That's mainly what it's gonna be, and for stackability because of the low recharge time. But that's it. Like her damage isn't necessarily amazing. But what do you mean Mina when Thalma? Thaumaturge is not immune to Curse, meaning that her weaken against relics is actually not very competed against. There's not a lot of competition for it. Sup people, how are you? Sup Sam? It's a little hard to read piss, maybe do it similar to Haunt emote. I didn't want to just make it the exact same because that would be boring. And what do you mean it's hard to read? Do you have trouble with bright colors or something? I can read it fine. Why is there a piss emote? You don't get it, and you won't get it for a while. You'll be happier this way, trust me. Researcher here. Yeah, Mina's an assassin. If people can read it, then it's fine. Well, if you can't read it, then it's not fine. You can read it? Okay, well, I'll leave it then. I mean, I figured it was fine. I mean, it was fine for me, so I figured it was fine for everybody. But that is quite the arrogant way to think of things. What should I have Courier already. Should I have another anti-red? Probably. And I should probably have more meat shields as well. So I think I'll bring... I kind of want to bring Ku. I think I want to bring Ku instead of Island. And then I want to bring Jiangxi instead of you. Maybe. Yeah, you. So I think this will be my loadout. I just want to use Q for fun. Oh, right, there's a Midnight D. Isn't the strat for Midnight D Bahamut? Isn't that the strat for Midnight D? Pierce its shield and then use Bahamut or something? You can't wait to see the piss lore. Trust me, it's not that interesting. What about Raiden to keep the Cappy at a good distance? I feel like I'd rather use Ku to brute force the hell out of Cappy. I feel like but I mean, with Courier, I guess the knockback is a good idea. But I think if I'm going, I mean, Raiden is so expensive and not that good generally, especially pre-true form. So if I'm going to be knocking back the Cappy, it's going to be with Tengu. And also Heavy Jack already does knock back. It's 50% though. Just use Cosmo Trust? No. He's too expensive. I need money here. I think I'll try this. How expensive is it? What do you mean? Raiden's like 4,900, and Cosmo's like 5,900. Tengu has like I think, is it a 40% chance to knock back? While being very cheap and good generally, especially with his strengthen. So I'm fine with using Tengu. I actually quite like Tengu. I can't wait to see what his talents are whenever he eventually gets them. So we ballin'? I don't know about ballin', but... Oh, does the Cosmo doesn't... The Cyclone doesn't spawn immediately. I guess I should have remembered that. Shit, I tried you saw my mouse go over there. You saw me try to level it up before I got the... Fuck, man. Unfortunate. Whatever. I think I'm gonna go ahead and spawn... Heavy Jack. I'm gonna try and spawn him early. And, like, take my time with the startup. So that maybe I can get a second one. Or, like, get closer to getting a second one since it is a Dragon Emperor. God, this combination of enemies is not ideal. Oh my... Okay, chill the fuck out, Bunny. And Peng. Chill the fuck out. We get it. You're an annoying duo. Get the fuck off me. Good lord. Akupeng is your nightmare? It wasn't even the Akupeng alone, it was the fucking Bunny. It was both of them combined that... Okay, Tengu, for the love of God, man. Okay, Tengu gets fucking two-shot by the Penguin Search. Understood. JJ Jackrabbit is so annoying. It is. The knockback is so... It's easily the worst part about it. It's the fucking knockback. You say Dali talents. Are you talking about Dahlia-san talents? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Also, Heavy Jack, I would have loved for a shield pierce there. That would have been absolutely phenomenal. Heavy Jack? You're disappointing me. Isn't it a 50% chance? I love failing 50% chances multiple times in a row. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love failing 50% chances? Heavy Jack, you're a son of a bitch, man. Well, at least he pierced some shields before he died. Good fucking lord, man. You wish we had Kitty of Liberty for Aku? We don't really need it, because, like, Aku's shields are still breakable. So I am now concerned. I am concerned. Mainly because there's 2 Midnight Ds. And this really makes me want to, like, I don't know, have somebody that isn't Heavy Jack as my anti-Aku. Because Heavy Jack doesn't do well against Midnight Ds, in all honesty. At least I'm with Chance Explosion, that's all I want? No. Like, here's the thing, right? I feel like a lot of people, like, they think they want something super overpowered, but then they forget that, like, having something overpowered isn't, like, you need to think about more things than just, oh, I want it to be super strong. Like, it's things like that. Delison's already really fucking strong. There's no reason to give him any sort of, like, super good thing. Like, I would be happy with immunities on Delioson. Immunities and only immunities. I would be so happy with that. That would already be a really good buff for him. He doesn't need anything that boosts his damage anymore. He already has amazing damage for something that has such big range in LD and survivability. Delioson does not need a kind of buff like that. Give Delioson to level 2 mini wave. That would be an interesting thing. Having somebody with LD and a blind spot have a mini wave, that would be interesting. I wouldn't be against that. But explosion? Fuck no. You get to be a privileged bitch and not care about Midnight D with Phonos and Dazzly? You know what? You want to see how I feel about that? You want to see how I feel about that? Here. This is how I feel about that. Because fuck you. I'm wasting my cat food. Should other people do this? Absolutely fucking not. And you guys get ads. Therefore, you don't even get to see this. I should just use that for NP, honestly. And this is why you don't waste your cat food, chat. That is why you don't waste your cat food. Crazy. Almost as if that's always a waste no matter what. Almost as if it's never recommended. Crazy chat. Wait, I want to see. Can I, like... Are there any talents in the game that can help me here? I don't think so. Dude, if I'd gotten Dazzly, I actually would have been mad. I straight up would have been mad if I got Dazzly. But, oh, wait, I know what unit I got. I have one more roll. Izanagi, trust? Okay. It's Izanami in Epic Fest, but trust. 10 cat. What did I say, Jet? Don't waste your cat food. I have 150 NP. That's not a lot. But is there anything that can help me with this stage? I don't think so. If only I had pizza. I honestly would love to have pizza here. Pizza would do great for the Midnight D. Okay, let's try this again. 69 cat food. You know what? You're so right. It was all so worth it. What did you get? Jack shit. I literally got jack shit. I should have waited for a guarantee. But I thought it'd be funny. I thought it would be funny. And honestly, I think it was. Yay, twinning. I mean, here's the thing, right? That's the kind of stupid thing about this account, is that you can ask anybody that's been around since the beginning of this new account. My luck in the gacha on this account is dog shit. Like, I didn't get pizza, I didn't get housewife, I still don't have apple. I don't have any of those 3 super rares. My gacha luck is dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Racism sucks. I still like pizza. Yeah, brainwash gross. Yeah. And I would trade it for housewife in a second. I'm not saying brainwash gross is bad. I'm just saying I would rather have housewife. Like, yeah, that's an amazing pool. But I just did an 11 draw in Epic Fest. No Uber. And that's not the first time I've done that, because the OGs here remember that I did double chance Ubers and Legend Rares a while back whenever I first started the account, and I still got jack shit, even in like 211 draws. Would you rather get Bubble in a month or a Housewife in a month? I would rather not have to do Zia Nell for Bubble whenever I'm this early on in the fucking game. Housewife, 100%. Your draws are either these 3 Ubers and 1 11 draw, 1 Uber and 5 11 draws. I mean, My luck is just not that good on this account. Like, I mean, I have good Ubers, don't get me wrong, but I don't have a lot of Ubers, and having a lot more Ubers would help out with, like, specialist value and stuff. You get magically given the unit? Oh, Bubble. 100% Bubble. I think Bubble is better than Housewife. I genuinely think that, just because of spam ability and more standing range, while having comparable LD. And plus massive damage against floating and Angel. So I just value it more. However, Housewife's Zombie Killer is nice. You have literally every Dynamite's Uber other than Balrog. Don't complain about that. Because, like, you don't need Balrog. Balrog may be very helpful in some stages, but you can very easily beat them without. You don't complain about not having Balrog. True, but it's funny. I mean, yeah, it is funny, but like it just happens. I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat this stage simply because Midnight D is a pain in the ass. I genuinely think that Midnight D is the problem here. Not being able to kill it, not having anything good for killing it, is the problem here. Because Heavy Jack's good, not for killing. He's not good at killing, and killing that Midnight D is a priority. Barrel seems good, yeah, if only I've been doing Behemoth stages, which I haven't been. Almost as if I should probably be doing those. My problem on my new account is just that I haven't played it enough. I've stopped playing it as often as I used to. So that's just the problem. Like, I'm just not putting enough time into it. Even though I do put a lot of time into it. Used to, at least. Now I don't really anymore, unfortunately. I say unfortunately as if it's not my fault that that's the case, but whatever. I can very easily beat these stages, though. Like, they're not hard. I just don't like doing Behemoth calling stages. I don't like it. Modern BC early mid-game feels so grindy. Because it is. It's less grindy. This is why I actually kind of like UL. Or just, like, overall, like, I like ZL and stuff. A lot of people don't like ZL because they're like, oh, it's too easy. Why do you think it's too easy? Because you already have all the units you could ever imagine or ever need. It's easy because you don't have to worry about getting different units. You don't have to worry about leveling up. You don't have to worry about talents. All you have to worry about is just putting together a loadout. That's why it's easy. And I don't think anybody really considers that. Like, you don't have to grind for anything. You don't have to put in time to anything. All you have to do is put in a fucking loadout. I don't think people realize that's why ZL feels so easy, because you already have all the units you could ever desire for it. Especially if you have Nova. I want to try Wanwan at least once. I want to try Wanwan at least once. Not having Cadaver Bear Cat is a skill issue. Sorry, but, like, honestly, Cadaver Bear Cat, like, the hard part is beating the first stage. Once you beat the first stage, you have the ability to beat the other two stages. So you just have to put in the time to actually do it. Maybe that's a hot take, but yeah, just sit and wait for the stage to come back on. Fair enough. That is fair enough. Do I have anything immune to knockback? I don't think I do. You know, I don't. I don't, but I do have Jizo. But yeah, this is not. I use Kana. Having Jizo should make this easy, since the Shadow Boxer K tends to be the hard part. But who knows? Who would be better, Jamira or Island? I think I'd rather Jamira over Island. And I think I'd rather Island over Manic Macho. Not Manic Macho, just Macho. Alright. Let's see how this goes. I honestly have no idea how this will go. But I think after this, I'll probably go into my main and just see what there is to do on there. Which will probably just be Stardew Well. I might straight up do Stardew Well for like 2 hours today. And then I'll post that as a video on like Sunday or something. And be like, hey, enjoy my pain and suffering in Stardew Well. Since apparently people like that. Shit. 16,000 damage in one hit? Not ideal. I am worried about this stage, mainly because I don't have any Ubers that can hard carry. I don't think. Hey, Kuro. Nice English. Sarcasm. Yeah, so if you guys ever wanted to see me do Stardew Valley, that'll probably be today. Just because I have nothing else to do on my main. Yeah, KG's not exactly doing a whole lot here, it would seem. Because he's not immune to knockback. Does he have an immunity to knockback talent? Oh no, I already did part 1 of Road to Unification. I don't think Road of Unification will be fun on stream, just because it's like a boring, like, it's not entertaining. At least not, like, part 1. Like, part 1's not gonna be entertaining on there. So I genuinely just not gonna do that. Does Cosmo outrange, by the way? I should have looked this up, but does Cosmo outrange Wawa? You just rushed every stage? Yeah. I mean, they're not hard. Never claimed to be hard or anything. He does not? Damn. Unfortunate. Oh, wait, oh my god, I'm still lacking anti-zombies. Fuck. Waltz, could you not have gone a Savage Blow there? That would have been an amazing time to have a Savage Blow. Would have been a phenomenal time to have a Savage Blow. Yeah, I don't think I'm beating this. The zombies are a pain in the ass for me right now, because my only good anti-zombie is Shigong. My only good anti-zombie is Shigong. I don't have a single anti-zombie Uber. Not a single one.